Welcome back to Save the Pumpkins podcast. Once again, this is Amy.
And this is Shane.
Today we're going to talk about which movie?
Love on a Limb. 2016. 2016. A lot of these are in 2016. 2016's Love on a Limb, starring Ashley Williams and Trevor Donovan. I think Trevor Donovan's one of the ones that went to Candace Cameron Bure's new thing.
Okay.
Great American, whatever. And there you go. Who else is in it?
And Mary Lou Henner plays Ashley Williams' character's mom.
Yep. She was in she was Aurora T. Garden's mom, right? She's just playing.
Hmm.
She's doing Hallmark mom. And this guy was in the Good Witch. Jefferson Brown plays Tom Parker, the mayor. He was in Good Witch, which we should probably go over at some point too. I don't really recognize any of the rest of them as being.
And
Anyway,
Ashley Williams' character is a great name. What is that name? Oh, that would be Amy. So I'm a
that's,
fan already.
that's
And
right.
I love that Ashley is touting that name.
Yeah. Oh, that she's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. So this one is Ashley, like you said, Ashley Williams plays Amy Rourke, and Trevor Donovan plays Kyle Sorensen. So Jefferson Brown, it's played by Tom Parker. He's the mayor, played by Tom Parker. I think I got that wrong. I think Jefferson Brown plays Tom Parker.
Yes. Yes, you did get that wrong.
Just got to start
But
over.
that's okay.
No. So he's the mayor, and there's Ashley Williams plays the Parks and Rec, kind of like Leslie Knope for the town. You watch Parks and Rec? Okay,
I
all
mean,
right.
you
Anyway,
made me watch it, but I
yeah.
don't
Okay. All
remember.
right. So she plays the Parks and Rec officer in this little tiny town called Ample Hills. And we start out. She's walking around the town. It's like these little booths. She talks to the one guy, and she's obviously like a little quirky go-getter. She's got like a lot of causes. They go out of their way to show you she's got causes. Ashley Williams perfect for this role,
Yes,
right? Because
she's
she's Miss Quirky.
yes,
She's
it
got that. She
shines. It
walks. She's
shines
got
in
that
every
little
movie she
waddly
does.
walk, and
Yes.
that's just her,
So
right? That's her thing.
anything that makes her advocate for something, she's perfect for.
Oh yeah, because she is like Hallmark
Yeah.
Leslie Knope for sure. So there's this big oak tree. She finds out while she's walking around trying to get people to sign up for some like soccer team uniforms. Yeah, she's trying to get them to sign up for it, and I think her mom or somebody says, "Well, have you heard the big oak tree in town is going to be removed?" Well, there's no having that. Can't have that. So she goes
Well,
to
there's
speak.
a history there with her dad.
Yeah, there is. You don't learn it yet, but I mean, I guess we can spoil it now. It doesn't really matter. It's like her
Her father passed away.
yeah,
Um,
somebody's the mom or the
she
dad's always gone.
has
Yeah.
something carved in the tree.
I don't remember if there was anything carved in it. She used to work right across the street with her dad in his business before he died suddenly of a heart attack. I think. Yeah. But it's a special tree, and the town is special to her. Like everything is special to her. She's one of those kinds of people, right? I don't mean it in a negative way. It's just that's the quirky character she plays, and it's like we said, it's perfect for her, right? So she's like, no, I'm gonna go speak to the mayor. She goes and talks to the mayor, and the mayor's like, I don't know what you want me to do. The tree is ruining the pipes underneath the ground. It's got to come up. If we don't,
Right. The
it's
roots are.
damaging the roots, yeah,
Yeah.
of the pipes, the water pipes
Hmm.
in town. So that turns out the mayor and her old high school friends, their interactions are pretty funny. She like makes fun of his inability to dance or something. It's pretty cute, but while she's in town, like handing out flyers, whatever, and she's in this little coffee shop place and she's working on her laptop, uh, Trevor Donovan's character goes up to her, Kyle, and says, don't you think he's kind of quirky too in this? Like, don't you think people should interact with each other more? They spend all their time on their laptops. They should interact with each other more. And she's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. And then she closes the laptop for a minute, and then he says like two words, and she opens the laptop right back up. And he's like, okay, I'll talk to you later, or whatever. And he goes outside, and it turns out that he's the guy that's going to he owns the landscaping company that's tearing the tree down.
Right. That the mayor hired.
Yes,
Yeah.
shocking, right? More that there's got to be conflict, right? So she's handing out pamphlets to people, and she's handing out all these things, and she's insisting that he doesn't tear the tree down. The mayor, that is, and he agrees to a meeting. Nobody shows up at the meeting, so she chains herself to the tree. There's some little stuff in there where she gets like it looks like a handful of people because the budget in Hallmark movies is not big enough to actually get a full crowd, right? So she gets a handful of people and they show up had to finally show up and demand the mayor listen or whatever. But eventually, none of that works. Doesn't make any difference. So she changed herself to the tree. Again, all perfect things for Ashley Williams. Chaining yourself to a tree is like a hippie weird thing that she would do. Some throwback '60s. It's perfect for her. Like
Yeah, she
it's her.
builds a little mini
Duh,
tree
yeah, she does.
house and
She builds a way too good platform. He picks on her and calls it a platform. It's not a tree house. She wants to build a tree house, but it's a platform. So change yourself up to the tree. And he's like, I don't live in this town, so I'm just gonna sleep. I'm sleeping in my car, which is parked by the tree. So I'm just going to go to sleep in the car. So eventually he kind of comes out and he's like, you're gonna fall if you don't.
right. I think he
Um,
builds her a ladder.
he builds her. Well, he built. She says, I can build a platform or whatever. And he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna build a chair. There's a lot of building in this one. I'm
Hmm.
gonna build a chair so I can just sit out here. And she's like, well, what are you gonna build a chair for? And he's like, because I like to build things with my hands. This is why I do what I do. So they talk. They even have like dinner and like a little table out there or whatever. She never goes far from the chain of the tree, right? Because she doesn't want to,
Right, and
give
then
up
they
her
start to
cause.
take turns.
Yeah, well,
Her
they don't
mom.
take turns eventually. Yeah, actually, he doesn't get into the tree until much later. You spoiled it.
No, I was saying that her mom and like her friends and stuff start to take turns so that she could go and like figure out how to save this tree, like
Th- yeah, this one has a lot of little funny puns in it. Like Ashley Williams movies have, she tends to put little goofy puns in it. I think she's just kind of a funny person. I don't know her, but I think she's kind of a funny person. I remember it having puns. I wrote down that it had puns, and I can't remember the pun. But they were. She does. She does little jokes like she likes to. You don't see a lot of that personality coming out. I'm telling you, she is insisting on these being written, or someone's knowing her and writing them for her, right? Because she's good at it. But she talks to her mother, finds out that her mom's losing the house after her dad passed away, and she's bummed about that, obviously. But they go and have dinner at the tree, and eventually they get on to try to figure out alternate solutions. Like, what can we do? I don't want to lose the tree. It's important to me. And he starts to feel like, gosh, you're really, this is really important. I admire that you're whatever, you're committed to your cause. So they have dinner by the tree, and he says, you know what? Um, I think I think you maybe have it moved. So he goes and checks with his friend, and Ashley Williams says, "Can we have it moved to the mayor?" And the mayor's like, I don't care. And of course, it winds up costing a lot. And the mayor's like, "We can't do that. That's cost prohibitive. We can't. Moving the tree's not going to work." So because you have to be really careful in the way you move it, right? So she ends up talking to her mother again, and she agrees with the mayor. I'm going to give up my cause if you give my mom a job because she's going to lose the house, and I don't want her to lose the house. And
Mhm.
maybe my causes aren't really worth my mom not having
Right.
her home anymore, right?
Starting to, see
Yeah,
where
she's starting to see
priorities.
it, right?
Yeah.
And about that time, everybody goes back, and the dude, Trevor Donovan, is up in the tree, and he's like, "Nope, I'm not going to give up the cause. If she's not, I'm not going to give it up for her. We got to figure something else out." So he's sitting in the tree, help her out. She rallies the town, and they donate money to save the tree. And they wind up getting a news station to come out, or like a newspaper article lady to come out. And the way the plan they come up with to save the tree is they're going to, instead of moving the tree, they're going to move the pipes,
Above
reroute the
ground.
pipes above ground and make a like a what
Kind
do
of
you
like an
call it? A
architectural
little art. What do you call it?
landscape
Yeah, like a little
that kind of
historical little thing there,
right
like a little town
that
thing
goes in line
that
with
you can go look at. It's the
right.
dumbest looking thing you've ever seen too. It's like
Yeah, it's
just
not
like four or
very.
five little pipes that are coming up out of the ground. It
And I
doesn't
think
look
they're
like a.
like colorful.
Yeah, they are. They're like red and blue and yellow, and it's just really bizarre. You're like, I don't think. I mean, I know you had to do what you had to do, but yep. And they save it. They reroute the pipes. They turn it into a local attraction, and of course he gives her a kiss at the end, and it's all over. What did you think of this one?
Um, I thought there was a lot of build up to then nothing. I thought that the answer, like the pipes above the ground, I don't know, like you said, the way that they were, you know, made just kind of made it seem. But I just feel like that any movie that Ashley Williams is in, she's gonna make it. You know what I mean? Like she
Mhm.
carried the movie. I think the movie didn't have a lot of substance. I thought it was a little bit dry. But just when she spoke or, it just made it better.
It's another one where the story is kind of nonsense, and it's just a.
It's not one of her better films.
It's not, but it's a vehicle for. I would watch it again. I'd watch it again because it's quirky, it's plucky, it's that their chemistry is good. I like him. Okay, he's all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, he was good.
I think their chemistry is good. And it's hard because when we review these movies and we talk about these movies, you want to keep saying, well, it's the chemistry. It's the whole reason to watch it. Yeah, and
No,
that's kind of what
I don't
these
know.
are,
I
right?
didn't really see the chemistry in this, to be
Oh,
honest. I
okay.
just, I mean, not to say anything against Trevor, but I just felt like the two of them together was just not. It was more brother sister. I felt like than it was like a love interest.
Yeah, it's not going to go down as one of the better like chemistry moments, but I like it enough. I think it's worth checking out. There are certainly worse ones you could do. Again, Ashley Williams trying to save a tree. I think you probably know everything you need to know in order to make a decision.
Well,
You
I
know,
mean,
so
all I'm gonna say is if you're an Ashley Williams fan, certainly check it out, and then just let us know what you think on a scale of all of her movies, where you would rate that.
no, it's interesting. Well, October Kiss is the clear favorite of the fall movies of hers, of ours. But what would you? I don't know. I might be one to do like a specific actor or actress
Hmm.
episode.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. You got anything else for that one?
Nope,
All
that's
right.
about it.
Thanks so much, guys.
All right, see you again.